I'll do the good. I will love the beautiful.
Courage, be brave.
Courtesy, be kind and respectful.
Honesty, always tell the truth.
Humility, be humble.
Perseverance, never give up.
Self-government, practice self-control.
Service, help others.
The mission of Atlanta Classical Academy is to form intelligent, virtuous American citizens.
Hello, my name is Josh Andrew. I'm the head of school here at Atlanta Classical Academy. This week marks the end of another semester, and while we are midway through a school year, we are, of course, at the close of our calendar. And if you are like me, you are trying to make sense of how another 12 months have passed. It seems that from November through January, time accelerates, and while the holiday season can give us occasion to reflect and to think about what's happened, this is tremendously difficult to do when each day seems to move more quickly than the one prior. This reminds me of the importance of tradition in our lives, a way of setting time apart, suspending it, even if momentarily, to find meaning amidst it. This is why we begin every single morning at ACA in the exact same way across our school. Our students collectively make a promise of how they will use the 8 hours in front of them, and that is to learn true things, to do good things, and love beautiful things. Whether it's our senior thesis presentations in the spring, our quarterly award ceremonies, our annual readings of the Iliad, each of these things is a way of marking time and, amidst the crush of the busyness of daily life, finding meaning. I think that some folks can see repetition, doing the same thing again and again, as a sign of decay, as a sign of entropy. But I would encourage you, if you're ever in the building, to stop by one of our third grade classrooms, Ms. Johnson and Mrs. Hawley. You will find in their spaces a place of complete and utter order and peace, because they've learned something important about education. That learning begins in order, and order is facilitated by repetition. I learned this from my son, who is almost 2 years old. Every single evening, without fail, he insists, or perhaps demands, that I read to him Richard Scarry's Cars and Trucks and Things That Go. I won't summarize that book for you here. I think you can imagine what it's about. But he is so insistent, as though the fate of Ma and Pa Pig could be different this time. Of course, it never is. The British writer and critic G.K. Chesterton says that children demand this kind of thing because they are, in spirit, fierce and free, which is to say, repetition, tradition, is not a sign of decay, but rather a kind of abundance of life. Where we do the same things again and again and find joy, there is vitality. Again, there is a kind of zeal for living. I think that classical education understands this truth. And our theory here is that we want to put the best things that have been thought and said in front of your students each and every year, and believe that over time, these truths will settle into their being and become part of the way that they interpret reality and see the world. So I hope that your homes, your families are full of joy this holiday season, and that the traditions that you all have and the traditions of Atlanta Classical can help you all find the best things from this year.